Right guys, Dan Hendriksen here. We're at Torquay Golf Club. This week you will have seen that Lee has some new clubs in his bag. Likes to change his clubs around a little bit, but he's got a whole new bag, a full set of new clubs. So I thought we'd have a little what's in the bag with Lee. Let's hope this is the last what's in the bag for the year. Let's catch up with Lee. Another set. But we're focusing on, I think, one brand now.
Yeah.
Which is always quite nice.
Yeah, I just, I like new shiny stuff, Dan.
I know you do. I know you do. So what have you got in there? What have you got in this new bag of yours?
Where do we start? Wedges?
Wedges. Let's go with wedges.
So, wedges. Well, this, I've still got the 60 from the Cleveland, but that's changing. It's just because the 60 was out of stock of the new one.
Right,
so
okay.
That's in and will be seen, but that's changing to a 60. So I've got the Jaws MD Raw wedges.
Okay, and when you say raw, it's because they go a bit rusty.
Yeah, so as you can see already, they're starting to go rusty.
Yeah.
They darken up. I just like them with wedges because I think they're just a little bit shiny because of the way the face sits open. Yeah. Especially in the sun, it can just blind you a little bit. So we've gone for those in 50, 56, but the 56 is bent to 55. Okay. And 60. So I've got a 5-degree gap between pitching wedge 50, 55, 60 because the pitching wedge is a 45.
And what grinds and bounces have you got in those?
So I've gone up in bounces a little bit because I was a little bit low bounces last time. So I've got 10S in the 50.
Yeah, I like that.
And I've gone 12 in the 55.
56 or 55.
And I've also gone 10 with the 60 when it comes as well. Okay,
so by bending that wedge slightly stronger, you've added probably another degree of bounce on it.
Yeah, it's just, I've always struggled a little bit to get out of bunkers.
No, you've taken some bounce off. So by bending it forward, you've brought it down to an 11.
Yeah,
not
so
that it's going to make a difference.
I kind of like 10 degrees of bounce, so I went 12 knowing it was going to get bent a little bit. Okay. So I just find it gets me out of bunkers a little bit easier.
And lie length, what are we going? And this is probably through the bag, I suppose.
Yeah, so it's through the bag. It's 1 degree flat and a quarter of an inch longer on the shaft.
Shafts you've got in there?
So instead of having the standard shaft, I've gone same shaft all the way through my irons. Yeah. Which is the Project X PXI's 6.5s.
Okay, and you chose those shafts?
So I chose these shafts because they are 8 degrees lighter than the Project X 6.5s I had.
8 grams.
8 grams lighter.
Yeah.
Apologies. Yeah. So I feel the head better. Okay. So I feel I've got more control over the head. It's a little bit more stable in the tip as well. So it's just, I found these giving myself better numbers, a bit lower launch and a bit lower ball flight as well. Okay. And I can control the ball flight a lot better with this shaft.
Yeah, and grip, and again I'm assuming the grip goes right the way through the bag.
Yeah, so mid-size grip all the way through the bag. Just the...
That's the +4, isn't it? That's
it's the +4 but not the Align.
Not the Aligned, no +4, but it's multi-compound +4 Golf Pride. So that is not tapered, is it? It's pretty straight all the way down.
Yeah, so it's sort of thicker, then thins out, and then gets a little bit thicker at the bottom hand. So it's thickness where the hands would be. I used to use those actually; they're quite nice. And then I've got Arcos on everything.
And then you got Arcos in everything.
Yeah, I just want
to get some numbers.
Yeah, I just want to know my numbers a little bit better than I did before. Yeah. The only difference with the 60 is I put the 5.5 shaft in as opposed to 6.5.
Gone slightly lighter.
Yeah, just so I got more feel around the greens.
Right. Okay. And again, that's just a personal preference for you?
Yeah, the 60, I don't really hit a full 60. If I've got 70, 80 yards in, I'll hit a knockdown 55, so it's more for field shots, so I've just got a bit of a lighter shaft in it. Okay. And then irons then, so you've got a full new bag of irons. Yep, so we've gone 4 to pitching wedge with the Callaway Apex Pros. Oh, nice. Really I do like those. They're a good looking iron. Yeah. So the chromed out one, I was toying with the black, but I think with the black, when it starts getting scuffed up, it would annoy me, and I'd have to change again. You know they do a raw finish in that as well. Yeah, I didn't really want it. I wanted these to look pretty and shiny for longer. Yeah. I've seen the raw one. I didn't really like. Weren't too fussed about the glare on these then, when it? No, it's just more with the loft when it comes to glare. So yeah, they are 1 degree flat again. They've not been strengthened, so they're standard 33 degree loft.
In the 7-iron.
In the 7-iron.
And what's made you make this change? Certainly coming out of those, you had Orca irons, didn't you? And then you were testing some pings for a little while.
I shot 68 with the pings.
Yeah.
The pings were upright, so I was always fighting the left with them. So they were just an experiment. But apart from wanting new shiny things, I always seem to struggle no matter what shaft I put in to get the spin down with the Orcas. And you'd mentioned it a few times with the lessons. I just couldn't get that spin down.
Yeah.
So I could have toyed with them and adjusted loft and things, but ultimately I wanted something new and shiny.
Yeah.
So we went for these. So it's 1 degree stronger loft.
Yeah.
It just gives me better numbers altogether.
Okay. And then you move up to a 2-iron, which is not in the set, is it?
No. So the 2-iron is interchangeable with the new hybrid I've got.
Okay.
I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with this. If it's on form, it's phenomenal. If it's off form, I just fat everything. But it's the Hendriksen ZU85 18 degree.
Okay.
I use this mainly at my home course because it's that little low punching into the wind shot.
Yeah, you get a lot of wind up at Whitsunday Bay, yeah.
Yeah, but I've sort of, since our last lesson, I found I can hit my driver a lot better into wind now. So I'm finding this becoming a little bit more redundant at the moment.
Okay. And what have you got in it though? What's that? That's not the same shaft.
No, this is the X100.
Okay.
It only comes with a few options, so X100, and then it's just a mid-size grip again.
A mid-size, but not now moving. That's the tapered version in that.
Yes,
grip,
that is.
it?
Yeah.
Again, not bothering you too much.
No, it's more thickness for me rather than all the fancy sort of +4 and little lines. It's all about the thickness, but yeah, it's good. It's an option off the tee, but I'm finding my driving.
So that's kind of your 15th club, is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's interchangeable.
What's going to be replacing, or what are you kind of using at the moment that's replacing that one?
So replacing that is the Callaway Mavrik Pro 3 hybrid, 20 degrees.
Yeah. Good looking hybrids, these are.
Yeah. So
really,
I went
really good looking
for the 20 to get the similar sort of distance. This is around about. At the moment, I've just done a gap test, 225, 230 carry.
Good, yeah.
So it's good if I need it to land softer. And like I said, I don't really need to use a 2-iron off the tee at the minute because my driving is lower than it ever has been.
Does it bother you that it's not interchangeable?
No.
It's glued in.
No, I prefer it.
You're happier with it in that position?
If it's interchangeable and I start...
You'll be fiddling.
Yeah, I'm a fiddler. So the fact it's glued in, it's 20 degrees, it is what it is, works fine for me.
Okay, shaft you got in there?
So we've gone for the Even Flow Black, and it's the 85 gram 6.5.
So it's the X-Flex.
X-Flex. It's just, the black shaft is a bit of a lower launching shaft.
Yeah.
And the X-Flex will also keep the spin down. Speed isn't my problem. It's sometimes face control. It's managing the speed. So
same grip, and then length, lie, and all that. Again,
standard everything for the hybrid.
Standard everything in the hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay, moving up into fairway.
Fairway wood. We have got the Sub-Zero Mavrik with the 14 gram weight at the front.
Okay, you didn't like this look at the bottom, did you?
I still don't like it.
But you're not looking at the bottom.
I'm not looking at the bottom.
No, the head covers are quite nice.
The head covers are nice, and I think the top of it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does. It's a beautiful looking club. All the Callaway woods are lovely to look at.
Yeah, I think the top of it's fantastic, and I like this bit around the side. I just don't like this bit in the middle.
So weights in this, so it's got jailbreak technology in there, but you've got weights that you can manoeuvre front and back.
Yeah, but I think it's 14.2, if I remember rightly. It's 16 grams of weight. Forward, yeah.
So by doing that, he's moving the CG slightly closer to the face, which should ultimately bring your spin numbers down.
Spin down. Yeah, I mean, I predominantly use this off the tee as opposed to off the fairway because we've seen in that test I did I'm not great off fairways with fairway woods.
Yeah.
So this is another tee option. So the weight forward, low spin, it's about distance. It's like a second driver basically.
Okay. And shaft?
Shaft has the smoke and 6.5, 60 gram. So it's pretty similar. almost identical to the M2 I had. It's just the smoke version instead of the yellow
You
one.
liked that M2, didn't you?
Yeah, M6, sorry.
M6, yeah, you liked that M6,
Yeah,
the tailor-made. That was your kind of go-to club, isn't it?
Yeah,
it was. I was surprised when you said that you changed everything and then that had gone, because that was something you enjoyed hitting.
I just found it could spin up sometimes.
Yeah, it was. I remember when we tested it, it was a little bit spinny.
That was the only downside to it, but looking at it, I loved it. Yeah. It was definitely my favourite club, but that's gone. That doesn't exist anymore.
Grip, same grip?
Exactly the same grip.
Yeah, okay. And then driver?
Driver was... I really didn't want to change driver because I love that TS4.
Yeah.
But Mavrik Sub-Zero, again, 14 gram weight at the front, 2 gram weight at the back. I found it to be a positive change.
Okay.
I've touched wood since I've had this. I've not sliced a ball. I've blocked right, but this is just giving me a lovely draw 90 times out of 100.
Okay.
It's just, and the sound is ridiculous.
The sound of it.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Slight shaft change. The TS4 had the 6.0. I've gone for the 6.5.
Oh, you've gone the full tilt in it, yeah. Okay.
And when we tested the 6.5 and the 6.0, I couldn't tell a massive difference with the TS4. But getting this out on the course, it just feels a little bit more stable when it comes through. And it's not giving me any reduction in speed because the weight's the same.
Setting in the head?
Neutral.
Neutral. And was that the same in the... Oh no, that's the glue as well. Yeah,
so it's glued.
So it's just this one then?
Yeah, it's completely neutral standard.
Yeah.
Still, I might slightly open the club face up because that draw can become a hook sometimes, but I want to learn a tendency with it first, not just going to change it straight away.
And then last but most certainly not least, you've gone for a change in the putter as well.
Yeah, so the claw has gone.
You came from an Odyssey putter.
Yeah, so I had an Odyssey XO7.
Yeah.
Struggled to control face conventional, so then went to the claw. But as you've seen in the vlogs, there's so many inconsistencies. Bovey Castle was great, Tavistock was great, Yelverton was awful.
Right.
So completely changed, and I've got a custom putter by a company called Sync, who is basically one guy who makes milled putters sells them on Instagram basically. And I've gone blade.
Okay, so it looks very similar to what I use.
Yeah, so it's similar style to a Newport 2.
Yeah.
It's got the custom full time on the back.
Oh, was it? Got a little bit of stamping on there.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Little homage to Leicester.
Full time.
Little homage to Leicester's
comments.
It's got a KBS shaft in it, although it's not got a sticker on it. And then a lambkin grip, and it's 35 inches this time instead of 34.
And Lyle standard, is it?
Lie's all standard. I've just gone an inch longer. Obviously, I've got the Arcos on.
Arcos in there, yeah.
I found myself crouching a lot with the Odyssey, whereas now I feel like my posture's a lot better. So that extra inch has worked, and so far, so good with it.
Lovely. What's in the bag with Lee Whitaker? Again.
Again.
So there you go, there's a little what's in the bag with Lee. Interesting to see him wanting to change those clubs, but I get a full understanding of why he does. At the end of the day, he's trying to control ball flight, we're trying to control his spin, and for him, moving into a set of irons like this one that he's gone to now, it's kind of helped him sort of get those numbers in the right place for him. So it's not a bad change as far as I'm concerned with what he's done in this bag. Put your comments down below though. Have you done something similar to what Lee's done? Are you using clubs that Lee's using? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. As always, stay safe, and we'll catch up with you again soon.